Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Let me check if the emission is online. So it seems that say disconnected, but um, I should restart the browser and wait. Mm, on my application, it seems that it's right. So perfect. Let me close it. We are going to perform access and privilege escalation over Moody machine. I think that is the most interesting machine that I perform a penetration test this weekend. Um, you should entry using a WebDAV application uploading a reversal, but in order to use it, you need the credentials of authentication for web server for the user admin, and you need to exploit an XML entity expand injection. So is interested, I like to the privilege escalation of this machine. um, so let me check. This is the nmap of the target machine and the open ports. It seems that the 22 is open, the 25 is open, 18 is open, 111, 443 is open too, and this one, it's a W6 server Python .2 16 .2716. So what it say? Not not more information, but um, we are going to open the browser and access to the target server at port 8888 and say Moody Ladon service catalog. So Moody is the name of machine, and it seems that this is the way to entry. So it seems a web service show up type, and this is the payload of the checkout response. No, it's the checkout service of the Moody web server. So at this point, we need review powered by Ladon for Python. So I'm going to close it. In a terminal, it's necessary review this Ladon machine. Check it. Yeah. So it's a Ladon framework for Python. It's vulnerable to XML external entity expansion. So we are going to review this one inside of streaming, and inside of Encadir, Moody, Moody, yes, inside of Kadir nmap scripts data and exploits, cd Moody, Encadir nmap exploits. Yeah, inside of exploits or scripts is the same. Search exploit, it's going to find this one. So this is so beautiful injection because you need to review the web server, read the documentation, and adapt this POC to your service. So it say the following command will send an HTTP request which triggered the function. So at this point, this command we need to modify it in order to invoke to the Moody web server, to this one. So so a client is not localhost, obviously, is this SOAP 11. This is the service. Let me modify it and say hello. So say hello is the name of the operation. In our case is checkout. Checkout, perfect. So start with a swap envelope, the configuration URLs of SOAP XML, and say on it is the name of the service. In our case is let me see, is say hello hello service, hello service swap. In our case is Moody, I suppose. Let me review Moody. Yeah, it's Moody. Swap header. Service name is checkout. Encoding style, red team pen testing, and close the service name. So we can execute this cool command to the server and say we have a problem in the parser. What is the because should finish with this one. I don't know if it is, but this should be modified and finish like this. So yes, this is the response. Number red team pen testing. It seemed that the service is alive. So we should continue and modify the request, including an entity system inside of the XML, such a header. So let me copy this one. So at this point it's necessary modify this one and this one to check out like this. Yes. So this one too, of course. Okay, this is the etc password file of the target operative system. It's like a local file inclusion. So doctype UID and close doctype. uh, Inside of this is the XML swap m. This is the Moody service at the header. Here instead of say hello, we need write the checkout for the service name. So the idea is at password value we are include the system password entity that contains the file system etc password file. So we can launch this one, and voila, this is the etc password of the vulnerable server. So we can include all the files that we want at the operating system. So for example, we can copy this one and cut it, file new, put this one and say okay, we want the bash only for the root user contain a bash shell. So is nice. So for example, web dap web 3w data 3w data is this one. var3w is the spin no login. It's a no login type. Our idea is entry using this user using this user, yeah, and make a privilege escalation to the root user. So how? There are another open ports that we reviewed before. For example, the port 80 using an Apache server. We can review it. Yeah, maybe here. Yeah, this is the this is the redirection of the machine. So we need to include this host name at our etc host file at operating system. This with sudo beam etc hosts, yes, Kali, yes, this one, this is the machine name. Right now I need the IP and put it here. So like this is perfect. Right now we can do this and review the mood as a call. Yeah. Reviewing here, upload mood etc Ajax. So more info here, more info. It's a is a WordPress, is PHP, is a WordPress has a MySQL, and so on. So this is a WordPress. We are not going to entry using this WordPress. Let me continue review. So this is 4043. Um, this is another HTTP open port um, using HTTPS. Let me see. Mm, Closet is closet. So sorry. Um, cat target and map grep open. So uh, 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 let me review this one. More info technologies. So default blue box don't say anything, but we can perform Nicto operation, and uh, another one could be a fuzzer. I will use fuzz to this server to the IP 8888. So I don't want 500 error. Okay. Um. mm, mm, mm. We are waiting. We have skins, only one. So mhm. So we need wait. Let me. Mhm. This proof of contest could be closed. Mhm. Mhm, mhm, mhm. So we don't found the response that we are waiting. So the word list uh, deep deep buster, maybe common txt. Mm, 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 mm. Skins, yes. So only for curiosity, what is the length of um, this dictionary? SL 1064 entries, 614. Yeah. So maybe I should remove the others. For example, 404. I don't want it, of course. Mm. So at this point, um, we need to create a custom operation of this XML entity injection for obtain a specific file at the operating system for the web server. So mm, skins. Mm, 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 mm. So maybe I should invoke to Moody node, node, or just let me Moody dot UGC UGC. I'm not sure. Cat etc host and UGC. Yes, UGC Moody UGC foot HTTP access 143 JavaScript index PHP. So it's a web dApp. Um, so what happened with web dApp? Web dApp application. It's a unauthorized admin admin. So no web dApp um, default web dApp password file web dApp access say var3w data site enable. So authentication to web dApp. So user password, use local use password. So user password test file. Word. So maybe this file at user local, not, but notice this one. So I look for password.dap. Continue. Control F. So bar 3w password web dap. This is inside of HTML. We can try to obtain the credentials of this place. So we can modify this one. So bar 3w HTML bar 3w HTML inside of web dap directory. Maybe this is stored at Google. So let me see how to do setup. Yeah. Control F. So bar 3w web dap. I think it's inside of HTML. Let me try it. We can check it directly at this server. So here maybe so perfect. At this file 3w data HTML web dap password dap, the administrant has this password, so we can try to crack it. Hash crack. So using John hash crack. Maybe without hash crack. So sleep less. So the user is administrant and the credentials are sleepless. So with administrant and credentials sleepless, we should enter. Yeah. Password.dap. Don't save. And this is the file that we need that we obtained using the injection. So at this point we can try to connect with cadaver to this IP. For example, with cadaver or with a curl command, it's possible too, using a put to the storage server. But this software, it's more easy. This is administrand, and this is sleepless. Yeah, with that. So we can create at this moment a reversal in a file. Yes, why not? For example, a PHP reversal file, such well, I can search for it. So um, mm, mm, maybe inside of CP home Kali PHP reversal to here. So beam reverse PHP um, should contain what IP if config. This one could be perfect. Dport 4043, why not? Yes. Here is PWD, so maybe I can put this one to reverse dot php, and is uploaded success. So I only need to listen at netcat port 4043 on my attacker machine and try to wait for the connection. Yes, who am I? 3W data. So at this moment, if we have installed Python minus version, yeah, I can perform Python -c. So import PTA PTA spawn what bin bash shell. So and close it. So first close this one and second close this one. So I write it, but maybe yeah yeah, this is pd spawn this is bin bash yeah, like this. Who am I? ID uname is uname -a. This machine hasn't has not user flag. I'm not sure, because at home there are no users. Yes, Ian. Inside of Ian, no. See at bar 3W, maybe local txt. Yes, local.txt. This is the user flag. Right now, let me maintain it. I'm going to perform the privilege escalation. So I'm going to look for my lsa.sh my special script for privilege escalation. I like this one. So Python 3 minus m http server at port 1990, and here I need the attacker IP. Perfect. The script just okay. So chmod execution permissions to the specific script right now. Yeah, it started. So this is the most important thing. Say, and it's a, can we write to executable paths present on cron job? And it's a yes. Cron tab set an specific path to dev shm, and this directory is writable for every user at the operative system, such or like a TMP. Okay, it's included at path. So the privilege escalation is clear because, for example, with this cron tab job that is execute netstat operation and send the status to root status service, review the Apache status. We can modify with a path hijacking this binary. So let me show you how to do it. Maybe we can check here, for example, netcat at maybe 4545. We can listen to this port. We want to perform or execute spawn reversal to the using, for example, not Python, for example Bash. Yeah, with Bash, Bash TCP, not UDP. For example, like this. Let me show you. We can if config this one, here port 4545. Yes, waiting for netcat 4545 and launch it. This is a problem of the CS with Bimbas. I'm not sure. Bimbas not. Um, with this other, I think this is the problem of Linux of Kali target. Not not should be reproduced at the target machine, but there are a lot of kinds to do it, no problem. So maybe with netcat it's easy too. Let me check netcat spawn bit bash. This is quickly. Um, but the machine should contain the netcat binary. Um, the useful binaries should should contain netcat. Yeah, netcat. Yeah, perfect. Um, yes, netcat minus a bash at the target IP is this one, and the target port is 4545. So like this is perfect. Um, okay, if we execute, let me close it. Um, if we execute this one with being bash, is better. With sudo permissions, we obtain a reverse shell who I with sudo permissions, and this is the idea. So um, we only need create um, a script on the target machine that contains this path. As I said you before, the name of supplanted binary is netstat, so netstat should contain this one, a TMP. Yeah, so we need to chmod with executing permissions to netstat. Um, right now, we can't execute the netstat script and obtain a reverse shell from the target machine. But who am I? 3W data and ID is 3W data. So this is not the solution. Why? Because it's executed for my user. We need that the root user execute this one. So for this, we can review the variable path. It's a from me is user local sbin, user local bin, user sbin, but for the root user, it's setting a dcron using this cron tab that say dev shm. So we can include our target malicious file inside of this netstat inside of dev shm with the name netstat. I think, yeah. So we can review the dev shm directory and contain our netstat. So when the cron tab start to execute this um, this line of script with root permissions, it's going to find the netstat job and send me a new terminal with who am I, root ID, root, and cd inside of root. Um, the proof uh, txt file. So for me is the uname minus a and if config is the more wonderful machine of this weekend, and I hope that you learn and enjoy.